Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, is the second U.S. presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. The previous debate, held back in September, had a significant impact on markets during and in the end just following the debate, and we could see some more action as well. The initial debate was seen as generally being won by Hillary Clinton, and that did give her a little bit of momentum in the polls. Heading into this debate, expectations for Trump are really, really low. So the risk this time around is that he surprises to the upside, which could have an impact on markets. The way markets have been trading, markets have been pretty much pricing in a Clinton lead and a Clinton victory, and they've been pretty complacent about that, even though the polls themselves are still suggesting the election could be quite close. In particular, realize that Ms. Clinton needs a big, big lead on Trump because conservatives historically tend to poll a little bit low. People don't want to sound politically incorrect and won't always admit to pollsters that they're willing to vote for conservative type parties. On top of that, when you consider how much people have been talking down about Donald Trump's supporters in the course of this election, people are even less likely to do so. So it's quite possible he could do much better at the ballot box than he's been running in the polls. Hillary Clinton needs a big lead. Hillary Clinton needs to maintain her momentum, or the markets could be in for a big surprise. So that's important because this debate could be one of those turning points where some people start to recognize that the markets may have priced in things too far one way, just like they did before the Brexit vote. So a few key markets that we're going to be that could be particularly active during and after the debate. We'll start off with the Mexican peso. Trump's campaign has been very hostile towards Mexico, talking about building walls, ripping up free trade agreements, and deporting people. So clearly, he's been running on an anti-Mexico campaign. After this first debate here, we can see this here was the U.S. rallying against Mexico. When Trump had good momentum behind him, the dollar went up against the peso. We had this double top near 20. After he lost the first debate, the Mexican peso rallied, and the dollar peso came back down again. So what could we see this time? Well, we could have a significant move. If Trump does well, this could head back up again. If Trump does poorly or Miss Clinton really does well, then this could continue to sink. So keep an eye on that. That is a potentially a very active market. Another one we'll be keeping an eye on is dollar yen, because this is happening. The debate is happening right during prime time for trading in Asia Pacific markets. So the dollar yen could be a big trader on this one. Back in September here, we had seen in this case when Miss Clinton did well here, we had a move into the yen. The dollar came down and stocks went up. So we've had the U.S. dollar has been strengthening lately against the pound. I think if Trump does well, we could see the dollar come off because it would start to price in some uncertainty, not only about what might happen if he wins, but what that could mean for the Fed and would they still raise interest rates, particularly if markets fell. So we could see some volatility here. It's been trading around 104. Next resistance around 105. Initial support here, 50-day average around 101.80 to 102. Possibly some support here around 102.80. But this is another market that could be quite active. Similarly, if we look at gold, gold is another defensive haven that's been under a lot of pressure lately. This fall off is suggesting more complacency. Capital's been going into the U.S. dollar, but not into havens like the yen, not into gold. So here, if Trump does well and then political uncertainty picks up, gold could bounce back. If Ms. Clinton wins, this could be flat to lower for gold. And I'll also take a look here at stocks. So we'll look at the US 30, which will be open as it trades on a 24-hour basis. And what we've seen with U.S. stocks is they've basically been flat lately. They've been trading right up near their 52-week highs, and basically it looks as though the markets are pricing in for the last several months here have been pricing in the potential for a Clinton win. We've had a little bit of weakness here, but overall really not very much. The U.S. market's been steady. There's a lot of complacency in the market, but that could change if it looks like Trump starts to pick up some momentum. We could see weakness in U.S. stocks as well. So we are heading into a point where we could see some action. We'll remind people that CMC Markets is open for trading Sunday evening in North America. So traders do have the opportunity to take advantage of any swings that might come out of the debate.